with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This is Elliott. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Here's Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Throwing on second and 3. Prescott. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though.
Everybody, 52's the mic. Come on. Anything. Check. Lucky.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. That one complete to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they... And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Flying in. 43. Check. Slam. Whip. Watch the whip. 26.
Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground, now on 3rd. Do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Everybody, kill.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 45-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Flacco on the give to Lindsay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
3 wide, 3 wide. 55 to Mike. Hey, Delta. 55 to Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. Mike.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. It's caught inside the 25. 33 yards that time. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsay. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, box truck.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flacco eluding the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Flacco. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsay. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let him know.
To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
54. Mike 54. Hey, orbit. Go.
Now Flacco. He gets it to Brown, complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. On second down now. It's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They come up in an offset eye. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 43. Ain't no such thing as a look. Go. Get out there. Get out there. Hey, kill. 47. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43.
On first and 10, Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Cooper was the intended target.
All day, every day. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Under. 52 right here. 52. I'm coming. My 52. Here we go. 47. Here we go. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. 26.
The give is to Elliott. 2 yards. On the pickup there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
At the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Three down. I got 19. Guess what? Hey, turn it out. We're going to 53. Hey, check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Everybody, 4-8. 51. Watch the flag. Gun. We're going to 53. Hot 51 to Mike, boy. 51. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Theo Riddick there, and that'll make it third down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, dude.
Flacco from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. On first down, it's Lindsay. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Flacco, blitz coming, and down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, kill. Go, get out there. 43. Hey, here we go. 43 is the money.
On second and 7, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He finds Austin, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tavon Austin. 77 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Switch. Recon, 132 fighter. Gun.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, right back to Lindsey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Hey, Alpha. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Setting to throw. Flacco. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Spencer. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And McManus able to put it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
You must be dreaming. Mike 52. I got you. Here we go, 46. Where's 52? Watch 52.
Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
52, Mike 52. Sweat, hey. 52 is the Mike. Mike 52. Gun. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Here we go. Go to 54. Line in.
Now Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
Hot, set, wait. Hey, Monday. Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate.